I gotta get the KO onto Aleki with extreme speed here. That's my only hope. YouTube, today we're going to be using a brand new team, and this team features Slowbro and Rayquaza, built by the 2017 world champion Ryota. And yeah, if you do enjoy the videos, be sure to leave a like down below, leave a comment down below, really does help me out. If you want to check out the details of the team down below in the description, and of course if you want to grab the rental code, grab it while it's available. But let's get started and play some games. Yveltal, Eternatus, Incineroar, Blastoise, Rillaboom, and Chansey. Okay, the Charmed Chansey team. Eternatus, I still don't even remember what that item is on the Eternatus. I know it's Life Orb Yveltal. Wait, is it Life Orb Yveltal? I think it's Life Orb Sky Attack Yveltal if I remember correctly. But I've been mixing up so many teams recently. It's not even funny. Let's see here. Probably Zasha's really good here. The Slowbro could put in work. I don't know. I mean, Slowbro does actually put in work because of our Iron Defense set. So I might bring it. My Cinderace could do some work, I suppose. It's kind of tricky because I just don't know what I want to bring here. I kind of want to go with Rayquaza lead with Aleki. I think it's super strong against my opponent's team. And then in the back, I want to go with Zasha and Slowbro. I actually think Slowbro does beat my opponent's team out really well if I get rid of their Eternatus specifically. Because like they can't really stop my Slowbro, really. They have nothing that beats my Slowbro. I guess Rillaboom can, but my team is not really Rillaboom friendly here. They might still bring it here, but as long as I get one Iron Defense up, or I can just nuke it as fast as possible with my options, I think it's not a bad bring. Eternatus plus a Blastoise lead, it looks like. Okay, I'll gladly take this because I have a Life Orb, or not Life Orb, I have a Salt Vest on my Aleki. So this is kind of an interesting spot for them as well as my me. This could be Dynamax Cannon into a slot here. I do kind of want to go out into my Zacian, I think, and I do want to go for I think an Airstream immediately is okay here. This could be fake out. This could be quite a few factors. I mean, I don't want to take a fake out Dynamax Cannon into Ray. Just losing that Pokemon for no reason seems like a really bad decision here. I think I'd rather just go for the Airstream here. Well, actually, no. I would want to max Lightning because it's Citrus Berry on the Blastoise. Yeah. Wait, did I go off Electrum or did I go off Wall Charge? I really hope I went off Wall Charge right here. But we're going to bring out our Zacian here because it's Citrus Berry Water Spout, I think, on this Blastoise. Or am I thinking of the other team? There's so many Eternatus Yveltal teams I've used. I've used like 3 or 4 of them on the channel at this point. We do Dynamax our Aleki. Let's see what the Eternatus does, because Dynamax Cannon shouldn't threaten to knock out the Aleki with the Assault Vest unless like a Helping Hand comes out and it is Life Orb. But I don't believe... Let's see here though. Let's find out. We do Dynamax our Aleki here. We're gonna see a Dynamax. Looks like Dynamax Blastoise. Okay, so that's not too bad. Is this Cannade? Is this Strike? I'm just surprised to see the Blastoise Dynamax because I could have went for the Airstream plus a Draco Meteor then if that was the case. All right, Blastoise does Dynamax here, or a Gigantamax in this case. It's gonna do a lot of damage with a Cannade, but we'll see. Gonna be a Max Lightning. This could be Dynamax Cannon to Ray, and I guess a Cannade into that slot. A lot of damage to that Blastoise. Jeez, that was a lot. Oh boy, that is a good amount of damage right there. Perfect. All right, so that's a good amount. So we're gonna see Dynamax Cannon does go out into that slot. Beautiful. Wait, it's not Citrus Berry. Did they change it? This is Torrent boosted, although I should still survive this easily. We're gonna see. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Very, very, very nice. All right. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm gonna go for a double up, I think, into the... I think a double up is pretty much in order here for the Eternatus slot right here. So I'm gonna go for that double up with the Airstream plus a Behemoth Blade. Should pick up the knockout on Eternatus right here. I don't know if Blastoise wants to max guard or not. There could be a switch from Eternatus into like a fake out Mon, which is why I kind of want to go for the double up into the Eternatus. They might just draw off a Last Ditch Cannon here, or Cannade, which I think is very fair here, but I think I'm okay with that. Let's see. Let's see how this is going to work because... Alright, they do just draw off the attacks right here. So they give me their Eternatus right here. So I do get an Airstream into Behemoth Blade. If I don't KO the Eternatus with Behemoth Blade at +1 at this range, I'm going to be a little bit concerned. But otherwise, I should be able to. And then Blastoise can only pick up a knockout into one other. I guess one concern is going to be their Rillaboom. But otherwise, I think I should be fine. A Behemoth Blade does come out into the... Eternatus does pick up the knockout. So goodbye, Eternatus. Really nice there. Alright. And then this is Torrent boosted. I don't remember. I felt like this one was the water spout one, but maybe they changed the set, or I'm just like super confused at this point. A Cannonade is going to be fired off into the Zacian right here, and I am going to go down. All right. Can I live? Grassy Glide is going to be the confusing part from the Rillaboom specifically, because that is going to be a pretty big threat here. I am going to go out into my Ray here. I'm pretty sure I might as well just go out on a Ray, and we click. I think we click lightning, but the question is, what do I do? What do I click with my Ray here? Do I click overheat? I suppose. I feel like I probably have to click overheat. Bring out the Ray. We're gonna see. Oh, Chansey comes out. Interesting play. All right. That works out really well for me because I can just max lightning in the Chansey slot, and I can just Draco Meteor this slot right here. So we're gonna go for a max lightning here into the blast. We're gonna go for it into the Chansey slot, might as well, and just Draco Meteor here. If they max guard, they max guard. I just gotta hit one attack. There could be ally switch, which is why. Yeah, exactly. All right. This is okay here, I think, because I am able to KO the Blastoise right here. I mean, I was gonna KO anyway, so I was actually surprised they kind of ally switch. Like, I didn't have to go for this, but yeah, I was just kind of surprised on this. Maybe Draco Meteor was not the right play though. We'll find out, I guess, because we do get the Draco Meteor off into the Chansey right here, but the problem upcoming is, oh, well, if they had Rillaboom, they would have brought it out, right? I just don't see a reason why you wouldn't bring out the Rillaboom if you had it. So what's the last mon, I guess? If it's Incineroar, I Slowbro can technically beat it, but it's not exactly super great. Because of Darkest Lariat, if it's Darkest Lariat on this team, that's Yveltal. Okay. So that has Sucker Punch. Unless they change the team again, I should be okay against it though. I mean, it should always be Sucker Punch and Eliki. I think my best play is probably just Extreme Speed, the Yveltal, and just switch out into the Slowbro right here. Yeah. I think just go out into Slowbro is very fair here. Because this should always be Sucker Punch. Unless they foul play my Ray slot, but I think that's okay. I don't really mind if they do that. Extreme Speed going to come out into the Ray, get some decent damage. They do Sucker Punch, nice, and it should be Charm into the Ray. Okay, perfect. Okay, that's really good here. Cannonade adding up on the Ray. Good thing I did swap earlier, and this is where Slowbro can really shine here, because now I can go for the Iron Defense here, and I'm going into, I guess, Eliki, because Sucker Punch is just always going to threaten me, so I don't see a point. I'm just going to Iron Defense, boost up my defenses. Let's see. I need to live a foul play into another foul play, which is the concerning part. They're probably Seismic Tossing and foul playing. I don't know if they double in my Slowbro or not. Foul play going to come out into the Slowbro slot. Yeah. That is... Okay, not so much damage to where it's unbearable. Okay, beautiful. And a Seismic Toss does come out from the Chansey. They do target my Eliki slot, which is fine. Okay. The important part is that I did get the Iron Defense of a Slowbro, so a Slowbro should be pretty comfortable here with the Iron Defense. All right. And now I should be able to beat down the Yveltal right here. Okay. This should be pretty solid right here now. I just got to make sure I can beat the Chansey always. I'm going into Ray. I think I click Draco Meteor and I slack off here. No, do I? I think, no, Ice Beam is always better here. Ice Beam, so I can always get the hit off. The question is, what am I doing with Slowbro? Ice Beam puts Yveltal in Extreme Speed range. I'm just worried if they foul play into Seismic Toss. Well, they foul play into Seismic Toss to Slowbro. That means I Extreme Speed win against the Yveltal. So... Actually, I don't know if that's the case always. I think I Iron Defense though. I feel like with leftovers, I might just barely clutch that. Maybe Slack Off was the better play though. We'll find out. Ice Beam gonna come out in the Yveltal. So this should put an Extreme Speed range after Life Orb. Yep, an Ice Beam. Foul Play gonna come out into my Slowbro once again. Okay, wait, no, I'm taking a bit more. I should have slacked off. I should have 100% slacked. Oh, they went for Charm. Okay, wait, no, I got bailed. I got bailed right there. They Seismic Tossed my Slowbro. That would have been a definitely lost there. Unless Extreme Speed doesn't KO the Yveltal here, which it might not. I can definitely see it might not. But wait, no, I just click Ice Beam into... No, I just click Ice Beam, actually. Why would I ever risk that? No, I would always Ice Beam here. No, we're good. So we Ice Beam into the Yveltal, we click Slack off, and then we heal the damage back up. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. And then we should always beat the Chansey 1v1 with Iron Defense Slowbro. If the ally switch doesn't change anything, because the Slowbro is going to be able to live another foul play, especially with that second Iron Defense here. And if they protect, yeah, what are they doing here? Like Seismic Toss? Like it doesn't change anything here. Maybe they Seismic Toss my Ray to put in range of Sucker Punch, but yeah, we're gonna see Seismic Toss. They do target down the Ray, so they're putting into okay. Beautiful. We get the Slack off into the Slowbro, and now I think we click a Body Press into the Chansey slot. I wonder if we KO the Chansey at this range. I don't think we do, but if we do, that'd be really nice. But yeah, we're clicking Extreme Speed. Yeah, we click Extreme Speed. And we click Body Press. Extreme Speed bypasses the ally switch. And oh, beautiful, beautiful Ray and Slowbro. Really putting the work in this end game right here. Extreme Speed going to come out even if we don't KO the Yveltal, but we do. Okay. Okay, I got bailed. I just slacked off. 100%, but that ends up working out beautifully. Okay, Seismic Toss into the Ray right there, which isn't going to be picking up knockout. A Body Press into the Chansey. Just obliterates the Chansey. Beautiful. I wanted to +4 so I can knock out the Chansey and just take another Iron Defense or take another foul plays and make sure Sucker Punch is really not doing anything to my Slowbro. But it might have been a bit too greedy. I kind of underestimated the damage that the second foul play into another Seismic Toss would have been. Because if they did Seismic Toss, they would have just Seismic Tossed again with the Chansey, and I probably would have just lost right there. So I definitely should have slacked off right there. I was worried if they did target down my Ray, but thankfully they targeted Ray with the Charm, which was one of the interesting choices right there. Did I ever reveal that I was physical or special? Maybe I didn't, so that's why they went for the Charm instead. I mean, no, didn't I reveal... Did I reveal Draco Meteor earlier? I did reveal Draco Meteor earlier. Maybe they thought I was mixed, but ended up working out, thankfully. And Slowbro was able to put in the work. I think slacking off was probably the biggest mistake, and maybe just not targeting the Blastoise and giving me as much respect, because I could have just went for the Max Tiny. I could have went for a Being Here Plate and still been in a really good spot, especially with the Zacian. But thankfully, we were able to clutch it out because Slowbro next to Ray against the Yveltal Chansey, no contest. Kyogre, Yveltal, Rillaboom, Amoonguss, Incineroar, and Zapdos right here. So interesting, no Grim or no Tornadus, which you would commonly see on these kinds of builds. But all right, Rayquaza, kind of a weird mon here because underspeeds the Zapdos and the Zacian, which isn't exactly super pretty. We do have an Eliki though, which is actually really strong against their team. Let's see here. I'd probably want to go... I think Slowbro is a terrible bring, so I'm not bringing a Slowbro. I want to say it's Eliki plus Zacian lead. It's actually really good because Eliki plus Zacian lead is really strong against them. And in the back, I definitely want Ray. I want Cinderace though, because Cinderace isn't really too helpful because we don't have Airstream. The weird thing about this team is this team literally doesn't have Airstream other than the Eliki. I think Incineroar is better because I can pivot around the Rillaboom and their Zacian a bit easier. So let's see how this is gonna go. Also having like the safety goggles for the Spore. It just really depends on like what their sets are. I don't know because Double Grass is not something new on like Zacian, Kyogre, but no Grimmsnarl and no Tornadus is definitely like one of the staples right here. We're gonna see the Kyogre plus Incineroar lead here. Okay. Against my Zacian plus my Eliki. All right. So not terrible. I don't want to commit to a Dynamax right away. I think I'd rather just go hard into Zacian or go hard into my Rayquaza right here and go for a Sacred Sword into Incineroar right away because Incineroar is probably one of the most difficult parts about my team to actually deal damage to. So I think my play is always just to switch out here into the Rayquaza. Yeah, Rayquaza seems super safe and just go for a Sacred Sword, get some chip damage into their Incineroar. If they fake out, that's fine, but I don't know if they're going to click fake out. I could see them just parting shot or switching out. I could see Kyogre switching out in a grass type. I could see it protecting and parting shotting here. Or maybe they do go on the offense. Who knows? We'll find out. But it had to be through Dynamax, and that's exactly what we're going to see here. So Dynamax is going to come up from Kyogre. Okay. So I'm okay with this unless they hailstormed and made a really aggressive read here. They take the knockout into my Zacian, I guess so be it. I don't know if Max Geyser even knocks out because there is no rain here. I think it depends on the Kyogre item heavily, but I have seen Life Orb with these double grass teams. Fake Out gonna come out, should be into Zacian. Yep, that's fine. Okay. We're gonna see the double up here. A double up's kind of annoying because I could just protect it, but still okay here. Max Geyser does fire off into Ray. Okay. Not too bad here though. I think this just means a free double up into their Incineroar. They don't have a switch in for Draco Meteor. Actually, they do have a switch to Draco Meteor. It's called their Zacian. But you know what? Sometimes, do I want to call it? I don't think I try to call it. I think I just Draco Meteor and I think I just go for Behemoth Blade. Like, even if I don't catch, even if they do swap, but we'll find. I could just take a sword. Okay. I wasn't sure if they're going to hard into like a Zapdos or something, but yeah, we will get a Behemoth Blade off into the Incineroar. That's actually pretty good damage. Draco Meteor probably still KOs. So Draco Meteor into the Incineroar. Actually, that's a lot of damage. Why the heck did that do so much? Is it especially defensive Incineroar? A Draco Meteor into the Incineroar does pick up a knockout, so I do trade their Incineroar right there. That's a fantastic trade right here. Okay. That's a very nice trade for me because no more Intimidate now. We're going to see a Geyser be fired off into Zacian, or is this going to be into Ray? It's going to be in a Zacian. Okay. It doesn't even pick up a knockout, so I still have the Pokemon advantage, which is very, very nice here. All right, beautiful. And this should be their Zacian, I'd imagine. It's kind of weird because... I mean, I still have my Eliki. That's the thing. Eliki's still going to go crazy in this endgame. They do bring out their Zacian, which is fine here. I'm going to go in Incineroar and probably just go for a Behemoth Blade into their Zacian. Yeah, I think that's always the play. Yeah. If they max Geyser my Ray, sure. Like, I think that's a very likely chance right here. But yeah, I am just going to Blade their Zacian. I'm going to get the chip damage to maybe put in max lightning range. I want to Intimidate really badly here into their Zacian. I guess it's actually kind of awkward because if it is Rillaboom in the back, I can't damage it with my Eliki as effectively. So we'll see how this goes. I'm just going to go on Incineroar and I'm going to lock it. I already locked it in. So this actually might have been a terrible play though, because maybe it was better just to sacrifice my Ray here. Have the Incineroar in for a Fake Out and Intimidate pressure. Well, let's find out if that's going to be the case. We're going to see Blade come out. This is probably into my Zacian here. Now the question is, what did the Kyogre go for? Hailstorm or Geyser? Oh, no, they did Blade my... All right. They bladed my Ray. Okay, that's really good here, actually, because I do get a Behemoth Blade off into their Zacian. I imagine this is Geyser then. Okay, fantastic. That's actually really good here. So Blade into their Zacian. Oh, that's lucky. That's a good crit. Yeah, that's a good crit there. Okay, that puts an Electro up range probably. Max Geyser are going to be fired off right here into my Zacian. Okay, no, that was perfect. That was the best case scenario. Literally the best case scenario. Okay, fantastic. I think they were just trying to pin a switch, but yeah, it ended up working out huge for me. Now I can go on an Eliki and we start doing some damage right here. I think I Fake Out the I guess the question is, who should I target here? I feel like I always Fake Out a slot and I'm going to go for an attack with the other. I think I just go for a... Do I just Flare Blitz? I think a Lightning doesn't KO the Zacian to protect, so I feel like it might just be better to double up the Kyogre slot with Flare Blitz plus max Lightning. Yeah, I actually think that's the better play here. I think I am going to make that play. Let's see here, because I think Kyogre probably has to switch out in a Grass type now, or if it stays in, that's cool too. Because I just get rid of the Kyogre here, unless it's with Conberry or the rare Focus Sash one. I know there was a Focus Sash Kyogre at Japan Nats, and if it is that set, oh my, that's so bad for me, but we'll find out. We do Dynamax our Eliki. I'm hoping for either Double Protect or some kind of method here, but interesting to stay in here. Okay, they give me the... Oh, wow. I'm surprised. I would have been able to Fake Out and Max Lightning. Okay, so Kyogre's not Sash. Goodbye, Kyogre. And the Zacian, who does a target? Because whatever's targeting, I Revenge KO the next turn. So goodbye, Kyogre. Nice, nice, nice. And we're going to see a Behemoth Blade be fired off into Eliki, I'd imagine here. Like, it has to be Eliki. Yep, Eliki, okay. I'm just surprised because I did have to fake out pressure, and fake out into a lightning or electro would have been pretty bad for them. So I'm actually very surprised they made this move here. But what's the last Pokemon? I guess a flare that's going to come out into their Zacian, pick up the knockout. So Zacian is eliminated, and then I guess we'll see what the last Pokemon is. But if it's Rillaboom, I click Parting Shot, and or I could go into Ray. I could go Hard Ray, which also works here. But yeah, it is Rillaboom in the back. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised Rillaboom didn't come out earlier, but I guess because I would always override their terrain regardless. But yeah, this ends up working out amazing for me because now I can go for really just a Parting Shot here, super safe. A Parting Shot is super safe, and a Max Lightning because I always get rid of their terrain regardless on their Rillaboom. And then I can Airstream and next to my rate of falling turn and have a super safe win condition. So that was going to be forfeited, and beautiful right there. We were actually able to take a pretty good position. Like the crit, I mean, maybe a matter for the Flare Blitz KOing, but I don't think it would have really changed too much, I think, for the most part. Because I guess then instead of Flare Blitz, I probably would Parting Shot, or I would have actually went for the Fake Out instead, which would have been a bigger game changer, I guess, there. But overall, like, I felt I had a really strong position with just Max Lightning in general. They really did not have any good switches to Aleki. They Dynamax super early. I preserved my Aleki, and thanks to the airlock on Ray, I was surviving with all my Pokemon through the Kairos Max Geyser, which is extremely hard to normally do. And yeah, then just pressure the end game with Aleki, and Ray was going to be able to clean up the Rillaboom, which was the grass type that I was so worried about. But getting rid of that Incineroar was so huge because getting rid of their Intimidate switch meant that I could always threaten the Kyogre for sure. Zacian, Yveltal, Landorus, Regieleki, Grimmsnarl, and Incineroar. Okay, so Yveltal, not a fun one right here. The Landorus is also a little bit tricky. We do have Ice Beam Ray, which is one good thing about it, but otherwise it looks really tough to actually handle. I do want to go with Incineroar, I think. Incineroar plus Zacian seems like my best lead here, because I can Parting Shot and scout for like what moves they're going to click, and then in the back I do want the Rayquaza here. I don't know what my last mon is. I feel like Slowbro is just not good against Aleki plus Yveltal, and there's high chance that they bring both here. I guess my own Aleki with Electro can actually really help out. I am kind of liking the Cinderace because it can maybe put on pressure against, like I put on pressure against the Landorus. But I think just bringing my own Aleki is probably the best call here. I don't even know who I'm maxing here, but I'm bringing Aleki because it's also my only electric resist with this team, because this team doesn't have an electric resist other than Aleki, which isn't exactly great when Aleki is one of the most common Pokemon in the format right here. And yeah, like, I think this is one of the big problems I have with the team is it doesn't have a way to beat Aleki consistently, because every mon gets hit by the electric attack, and also we don't have a way to one-shot. Like, we don't have any ground moves on the team either, which is not exactly something you want to deal with when you see a Regieleki right here. So let's see how this is gonna go. We're gonna have to probably like outpower the Aleki, maybe Airstream with Behemoth Blade combination, but there's only so much we can do with like against an Aleki that outspeeds our entire team. And if they set the Max Lightning Electric Terrain, then oh boy, we're in trouble. But Aleki Landorus is not too surprising lead here. Okay, against my Incineroar and my Zacian right here. Okay. Fake out Behemoth Blade. It's a play here. I do think they probably Airstream here. I don't know if they Quake. They could Quake here, but I think fake out the Aleki makes a lot of sense to me, and probably just swapping out into my what's it called? My Rayquaza is probably the best play if they Dynamax the Landorus. I don't know if they Dynamax the Landorus or if they're Dynamaxing the Aleki. Like, both are pretty potential options right here. They do have the White Herb on the Landorus, which is not too surprising. I can see them going for the Airstream, which I think is very likely here, into probably going to be my Incineroar, but don't really have much of a choice here. We're going out into our Ray here and faking out, because I feel like I just don't have much. I don't have an Airstream tool. Fake out into the Aleki is going to be nice here, but they could just protect here and just go for that Airstream, which I think is probably pretty safe for them. But we'll see. I will bring out a Ray here. Maybe they do Quake on some kind of significant note. We are going to see a Dynamax come out. I don't know. They could Dynamax Aleki or Landorus right here. Like, both are pretty strong, but I imagine Landorus is more likely to incline to Dynamax here. Yeah. So Landorus is Dynamax. That's good for me at least. Oh, the upcoming parts are going to be a little bit problematic. Quake would be the best case scenario into my thing, but I just do not see it happening here. But yeah, with fake out, they do go for the protective Eliki, which is not too surprising. I guess I could have went for the parting shot. We are going to see what from the land. Is Airstream? I'd imagine Airstream. If it's Quake, it's not too bad, but they do Airstream. Yeah, I imagine. Yeah, Incineroar. Yeah, that made so much sense to me. Okay. Yeah, that's basically what I expected here. All right, not exactly super amazing here. All right. Because I'm going out into my own Eliki, I suppose. It takes pretty much a lot of hits here. And I guess we got a max here, and I'm going to go for the Hailstorm right now into their Landorus. Yeah, that's fine. Oh boy, I really hope a double up in the Ray doesn't pick up the knockout, but I kind of have to make this play. I think Parting Shot was probably better than the fake out now that I think about it, because I feel like the protect, especially if it's Sash Eliki on this team, it made so much more sense too. So I think, yeah, Parting Shot would have been better here. And then we could have went into our own Incineroar, had like 2 Intimidate rounds. That would have been so nice here, but we kind of have to play what we've been given. So we bring out the Dynamax Ray here. Now let's see what they decide to go for. They could max guard here, which would be kind of nice, because then I could go into Incineroar. We're gonna see a Thunderbolt coming out into what was the Incineroar. Okay, and then Airstream or Rockfall coming out. Life Orb on the Eliki. Wait, it's not Sash, huh? Okay, Airstream into my Rayquaza. Okay, so that's not too bad. That actually is not too bad right here, because I am able to get the Hailstorm off into the Landorus. Maybe they weren't expecting the Hailstorm right here, but yeah, I do have max Hailstorm with the Rayquaza, which is really nice for the Landorus right here. It should pick up the knockout instantly, so a goodbye Landorus right there. Fantastic. Okay, that's a big threat gone. Like, that's a huge threat gone. All right. Critical hit doesn't really matter too much there. The upcoming turns could still be a little bit problematic though, because Zacian's going to come in. If it gets a substitute up, it's going to be a big problem, and they definitely could set up that substitute if they want to right here. But let's find out what they're going to pick here. I'd imagine that this is, I want to say Electroweb plus an attack from their Eliki, but I also don't have, I just realized that my Ray doesn't actually have max guard, so I can't even max guard. That's not really a great thing you want to see here. Okay, probably have to go hard Incineroar then. Well, if Incineroar's coming in, I'm just actually no, I'm not gonna go hard Incineroar. I think I just click Electroweb, because if they Electroweb Blade, I'm just gonna lose. I either should lose Ray or should I lose Incin? I guess that's the question. Ray doesn't really add too much value, I guess, to the remainder of the game, but I might as well just go for it, right? I'm gonna go for Electroweb. I'm gonna swap this slot out into Incin. Yeah, I think having the Rayquaza around for E-Speed cleanup for the Eliki is actually still pretty solid, so I might as well just go for that. We're gonna bring out our Incineroar right here in Electroweb, so I think that probably is going to be pretty solid here. And then afterward, I just have to deal with their Yveltal, but okay, not too bad. We're gonna see a Thunderbolt come out into the Eliki slot. Okay, so they are not Electroweb, which is surprising to me, because Electroweb plus max Flare there would have been awful for their Zacian, but here comes Electroweb into their target right here. Not bad. I put the Zacian into range. Maybe a Behemoth Blade if it's a frail Zacian after Hail. We're gonna see sub. Yeah, okay, so they did sub up, which is actually pretty fine for me. Okay. All right. So they take the hail damage. It's kind of a weird spot though, but yeah, we're gonna go for an Electroweb, I suppose, into the Eliki. And we're going to go for a parting shot into their Zacian. This might just be losing 2 Pokemon here, though, because I don't see the reason they have to protect. But if they do protect, it's fine. They go for a protect with the Eliki, which is okay here. And okay, they didn't protect the Zacian, which actually is pretty good for me, because no matter who they target, I do get a extreme speed off with the Ray, I think, in the end game, which is actually really solid. I'm hoping extreme speed does KO the Eliki, because if I don't, that's actually really bad here. Close combat is actually amazing for me. Okay, so they go for close combat into the Incineroar right here, which does pick up the knockout in Incineroar, but I will gladly take that. Okay, as they lowered their defenses right here, now I can go out in a Ray. I can click extreme speed into their Eliki, because I do have extreme speed, and hopefully knock it out, because if I don't, then it's a little bit of an issue. But yeah, we're gonna go for a Ray switch here. Extreme speed, you gotta KO the Eliki. But the thing is, okay, am I minus attack? I know I'm not max attack, so that's already a problem. Because extreme speed is a decently strong move, and Aleki's not exactly the strongest Pokemon. I am naive. Okay, so that works out in my favor. I am going to E-speed then and Electro up. How fast is the Aleki? +1 still? Yeah. Okay. I gotta get the Electro Web off into... I gotta get the KO onto Aleki with extreme speed here. That's my only hope. Okay, that's a really good... we do get a crit. I don't know. I don't think that mattered. I feel like extreme speed would probably do 60% to Aleki at the minimum. But yeah, that works out. Electro Web is going to break the sub on the Zacian. Fantastic. Now that the Zacian is in range of anything, basically, because it is at -1 defenses. We're going to see a Behemoth Blade be fired off. I'd imagine this is into the Ray slot. It is into the Ray slot. Okay. Ray does go down. All right, perfect. Okay, upcoming turns are scary, but Aleki is the fastest Pokemon around. Oh boy, this is close. If it's Incineroar, this is a pretty interesting end game. It's Yveltal. Yeah, I'm not too surprised here. Okay. So Yveltal's brought out. Does it have Sucker Punch? That's one question I have here. Because I feel like... Alright, when did I Hailstorm the Ray or Hailstorm before? Because that's a pretty big question, actually. It's the last one of Hail, so I can't go down to Hail. I can only go down to an attack from the Yveltal. So I think my play is always to Wild Charge here. They're not Quick Attack Zacian. I always Wild Charge a slot here. I think I always target down the Yveltal. Now the question is, who am I targeting down with my Zacian? Am I targeting down... I think I target down their Zacian always. Yeah, I always target down their Zacian, I'm pretty sure. Unless they're Quick Attack Yveltal. Or Sucker Punch Yveltal. Okay, I made the worst decision, unfortunately. Still very playable, though. Okay. Blade into the Zacian. Alright, that actually ended up being the worst case. I was really hoping it wouldn't be the Sucker Punch variant. But we should still be fine. Depending on, like... It really depends on how much the Yveltal is doing to our Zacian. But we are a bulky Zacian. I'm going for the Blade into their Zacian because their Blade is still going to hurt quite a bit. I outspeed because of the Electro from earlier. Let's see, because Yveltal, what are you going to do here? Are you going to go for a Foul Play here? How much damage are you doing? Or do you have Heat Wave? Which I don't think you do if you have a Sucker Punch now. Let's see. Gonna be Foul Play coming out. How much damage does it do? I'm hoping it's less than... Okay, really good, really good, really good. So I do always get the Behemoth Blade off into the Yveltal. Oh, this end game might come down to Sucker Punch Mind Games. I haven't revealed Quick Attack on the Zacian. If Blade and a Quick Attack kills the Yveltal, then we're in the best case scenario, but we'll find out. Ooh, Quick Attack looks super close. I don't know. Foul Play going to come out into the Zacian right here, and you do survive. It's a down to the Sucker Punch Mind game. I'm going to go for Quick Attack because I can go for Quick Attack crit. Also, like, I think they might not expect it. The Quick Attack into the Yveltal. Now let's pick up the knockout. Okay, I didn't even have to go for the Mind game. Quick Attack was just super safe. And we seal up a really, really close end game. Wow. That Landorus, definitely a lot troublesome. I think turn 1 could have been played better. I could have went for that parting shot into the Landorus because I did expect the Airstream more likely. It gave them a much better position, and the Protect Aleki made more sense to me. Although I wasn't really expecting a Focus Sash Aleki if they were going to make the Protect play, but yeah, ended up still working out. Thankfully, I was able to get into a position where Extreme Speed Ray was super clutch into that Aleki. I'm pretty sure Extreme Speed would have still KO'd their Aleki regardless, which was really good there. And being able to Hailstorm their Landorus, getting rid of that Landorus as quick as possible was really nice. And I feel like saving on the Ray was actually really important because if I switched out into the Incineroar for the Aleki slot, I would have been eating a Thunderbolt, which was not exactly pretty. So ended up being the best of both worlds right there. And that is the show. I'm very surprised on how well the team worked. Rayquaza with the airlock of reducing the damage output is pretty insane right there. But Slowbro was able to put in some work. The Aleki, really good here. And yeah, we didn't really get to bring the Cinderace, unfortunately. And yeah, I have played with this team a little bit before, and it was pretty tough to deal with like a lot of things. I feel like opposing Aleki is probably one of the things that I had the most trouble with. But yeah, definitely a very fun team. If you do want to check out Ryota and the details of the team down below in the description, alongside you can grab the rental code on your screen while it's available. If you did enjoy today's video, be sure to leave a like down below, leave a comment down below. It does help me out. And check out the rest of my Series 12 content where there's a lot of cool teams and a lot of fun Pokemon. But that's going to be it for me. Have a great day, people. And until we bow again, I'll catch y'all later.